When we come back on We Need to Talk, Tennessee head coach Butch Jones joins us. Stick around for a little college football talk.
Drop passes early put Tennessee into a funk. They started to feel sorry for themselves, and they haven't snapped out of it.
Dobbs into the end zone, man open, caught, touchdown, Tennessee. Man open, caught, touchdown, my goodness. It's over. The streak has ended.
Hot off of that amazing comeback against Florida, the first win against Florida for this Tennessee program in 11 straight years. Joining us now is Tennessee head coach Butch Jones. Coach, have you stopped smiling since that comeback win on Saturday?
Well, we have a 24-hour rule, and as you know, covering the SEC, it's a week-to-week season, so we have to go on the road now. It's going to be a great road test, playing a very good Georgia Bulldogs football team.
What does having the success that you had this weekend do for the players' confidence, do for their belief in their ability to win those close games that we've seen in the last couple of years go the other way?
Well, it does. It does build the belief. It does build the confidence, but also the confirmation by which we want to play football at the University of Tennessee. And our players have done a great job. But now it's being a mature competitor. It's what do you do with that victory? How does that propel you? How does that build momentum and energy? And as we all know, we're going to be tested come Saturday at 3:30.
Well, Coach, we knew that for 11 years the Gators had sort of taken, control of Tennessee. How much did you use that for motivation with your team? Do you even bring it up when you look back at the record and now that you guys have broken it?
No, we never brought it up. I didn't think there was a need to bring it up because these individuals hadn't been here for 11 years, and we were getting closer and closer in our program. If you look at the past 2 years, we had a fourth quarter lead, so it was all about finishing strong, and plus our players could hear it everywhere, so there was no need to really talk about that. We had to put all of our focus and preparation and preparing to play winning football across the board, and our players were able to do that, particularly in the second half.
Well, Coach, I played on Team USA. I've been down by 30 against Russia, and I know exactly what that feels like at halftime. What will you remember most about your game and that comeback, about your players, and what did it tell you about their ability to persevere?
Well, it did. It showed us a lot. They had great resolve. They persevered, obviously, but just the calmness in the locker room at halftime, and I gathered the team up and told them that wasn't us. That wasn't the way we're going to play football here, and that wasn't what I see on a day-to-day basis in practice. And it came down, it wasn't about Florida, it was about us executing. And then I told them, you can't panic. You have to put your head down. You can't look up at the scoreboard. You're not going to get it all back in one possession. You're not going to get it all back in one play. So we just have to play and get back to playing complementary football, winning the field position game and needing some explosive plays, and we were able to do all of those.
Coach, Josh Dobbs was phenomenal, and here's a player who people, college football fans, Tennessee fans, have had such high expectations for now in his senior season. Was this the step you needed to see from him? He started the game 1 for 8, then set career records in that second half. In your mind, did he take a big step in this moment and in this game, and where did it take him to?
Well, he did. He took advantage of the stage that was provided to him. And I always say it, though, a quarterback is a byproduct of everyone around him. And we had 5 drops, and we've had more drops than we've had in 10 years in one football game. And a lot of those could have been touchdown passes. So, quite frankly, could have been the same result. But that's football. It's a snap and clear mentality. But, again, just a straight-lined individual. Never's too high, never's too low, just keeps working. And that's what we needed at that moment in time. We needed that calmness. We needed that leadership, and Josh was able to provide that for us.
Well, Coach, we know you've taken some hits with your defensive line in terms of injuries. Looking forward, how will you compensate for your loss and filling in those slots?
Well, we are fighting the injury bug, and you go play Florida, and you have arguably three of your best players out, three all-conference football players, and Cam Sutton, Jalen Reeves-Maben, and Darren Kirkland Jr., and it's next man up. That's what makes sports so special, is if one person's down, it lends itself for an opportunity for someone else to step up. And we had some young players, we had some players that have paid their dues in the football program step up and help us win a football game, and we're going to need that again this Saturday in Athens.
You know, going off of the football field for a second, you mentioned earlier, these football players hear everything on social media, around campus. It's really hard to keep anything from them anymore. I'm interested, you know, with everything going on with the domestic violence on college campuses and Title IX and all of these issues that we're seeing come to a forefront each week, how much of a responsibility do you as a head coach feel like you're more than just a head coach, that you have to be a father figure and a mentor? And how do you deal with all the pressure and the noise and the public attention that these athletes get?
Well, it is a great responsibility, and I view it as a father figure, and it's our job as educators to continue to provide that education, that guidance to all of our players. And I'm very fortunate. I have 3 sons, and my oldest son is a member of our football team. And so I think more like a father. So we have a year-round 4th and 1 educational program that we talk about it, and we talk about those issues that you just brought up surrounding our college campuses in society. We talk about them every single day. We talk about them on a weekly basis. And it is. Football is just a small part of it. There's all those other things that go into it. And you're still mentoring and you're still guiding 17 to 22-year-old individuals.
Coach, have you had any players asking in regards to wanting to kneel during the anthem? Have you guys had any discussions surrounding that?
Well, we always talk about those type of, situations regarding, the world and the current events, but no, we haven't. College football is a little bit different just because we're in the locker room when they do play the national anthem, so it's a little bit different of a pregame routine than, say, the National Football League or even the National Basketball Association as well.
Coach, let's have a little fun. I'm hearing in my ear that if I came to campus right at this moment, I could get a free Butch Jones haircut from the School of Beauty. Is that true? I'm gonna have to race down there after the show.
Well, that's kind of scary. My wife used to always joke with me. She never hoped that our sons had my hair. So Again, that's, I think, the excitement, the energy that surrounds here. But, you have to keep it high and tight, just like ball security.
There you go. It's a perfect way to put it. Coach, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
As always, thanks again, and look forward to seeing you Saturday.
That's right. Vern, Gary, and I will be headed to Georgia along with Coach Jones and the Volunteers. You can catch that game on CBS Saturday, 3:30 Eastern, as always. We've got more We Need to Talk coming up right after this. Stick around.